All right. It says we're up. It says we're live.
Looks to me like we're live.
You know how the delay is.
Oh, yeah. It's going to take a second for everybody to come in and go, oh, hey, you're live.
Oh, my God, look who it is. Surprise, everybody.
Boom.
Maybe.
Special guest.
There we go. They're for sure seeing us now. They're for sure seeing you. What's going on, everybody? Look who I got. Look what the cat drug in.
This guy.
Prime time freaking Cline himself.
Love it.
What's going on, everybody? Everyone has been in here for a long time hanging out. There's like a pregame to the pregame. And that's what we're all about.
That's the beautiful thing. So you started doing these pregames because everybody was already pregaming anyway. So now we might as well do a pregame live stream. So now we're doing a pregame live stream, a pregame for the pregame live stream for the pregame. It's awesome.
People are just going to be slammered by the time they get to Matt's, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be good.
That's the deal. See how drunk we can get everybody before they go to Matt's stream.
That's the goal. It's like everyone's just going to show up to his just hammered. Throw the super chats at Matt.
Yeah, that's right. Get so hammered, just throw all the super chats. Call it good.
All right, everyone get in here. Everyone gets something in your glass right now. Right now. If you don't have anything, you're wrong.
I want everybody to raise a toast to Ryan Tarpey's birthday tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Ryan Tarpey's birthday.
Ryan Tarpey's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Cheers, buddy. Yep, there it just now showed up here. Tomorrow's my birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Whoop.
Uh-oh. Everyone flowing in here, man.
Oh, boy.
I hope the notifications actually work this time. I know
That'd be
a lot
nice.
of people are like, they joined 30 minutes into it saying there was no notifications. So,
Yeah, last week when you went live, I didn't get the notification.
YouTube, man, they only get millions and billions of dollars to make a non-working application. It's fine. It's whatever.
They only do what they want to do and call it good. That's just how it is.
Let's see who's all in here. Barn Door was in here super early. Both of Barn Door's accounts were in here super early. He's probably got 10 more. We know that.
Oh, for sure.
The man himself, who we're getting lubed up for. Ben Compton, such a legend. William, sexy name. He's going to be lurking in the background. So hello, William, and hello to all the other lurkers that I know are out there.
Davila.
Tim Evans up. Gary Franchi, DC, Keith Schmidt. All these guys are the pregame goons. They were in here real early. Mark Bond, Roger D, Mike Franklin. Who is this guy?
Kick him out.
Get this guy out of here right now. Chris Buzalencia.
Buzalencia.
That's how I say his name every time. Mike Meyer, what's up, man? Jerry Black, JJ, Birthday Boy, Daniel Simpson. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, this guy right here, I'm going to call him out right here. This guy is a local friend of mine. He's my local friend, my best friend. I was the best man in this guy's wedding. I am fully responsible to getting this guy into bourbon. And here he is watching the show.
Welcome to the machine, Daniel.
He was a White Claw drinker, and look at him now.
Ooh. Damn. That's impressive.
Make fun of him for drinking the Claw.
You converted him from the Claw. That's impressive.
Hey, he's getting into it. That's all we can ask for.
Absolutely.
Eric Hetzler, close enough. Let's see. This guy, AB Cigars Alec.
Jeez, they'll let anyone in this stream.
Never heard of him. Whiskey.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's definitely not repped here. Andrew Spurrell, Nick Foles. Man, oh, I just refreshed and I lost it, but I saw, okay, I know where we're at. Here we go. David Fishburne, what's up, man? Cool 62 Chev. I'm just gonna keep going through. I gotta make everyone know that I love them.
Hey, this is your show, baby.
Dirk, love you. Ledoux 08. Hey y'all, I also got the notification. Okay, good. Here we go. Donnie, I got a silent notification. I don't get
know
it.
what that means.
I think it means he probably logged on and it didn't notify him. My bourbon journey. What's up, Scott? Brad Walling, happy to finally make a live and not watch the replay. You watch my replay? That's awesome. But you're here. That's even more awesome.
Welcome to the game, Brad.
Brandon Stipp, go get yourself a Mountain Dew. He's another guy. He's another guy from around here, from around these parts. He drinks.
Get yourself a Mountain Dew.
Richie Z. All right, I think we're caught up. Cheech Ardolino, close enough. Todd Trent, what's up? All right. How did Shook break into your basement?
So I had a Angel's Envy Mizunara cask or whatever for him that I picked up, and then Matt from the Whiskey Crusaders sent an Iron Root pick and a Sagamore Rye pick to me for Dan. So I had all those sitting in my house, and he thought I was working from home today, so he came over to my house to get them, and I was at work, not from home. So I unlocked my house from work and let him in, and that was a mistake. I instantly regretted it.
What all's missing now?
So he came down and he was doing some lenses in Patreon, and he was drinking my Elijah Craig toasted barrel and telling everybody what happens when you allow somebody into your basement when you shouldn't. I paid the price.
Hey, at least he didn't spit in any that you know of.
That I know of, right?
Wait, what I tried to... There we go. Biggest fan, pregame psalm. There we go. I'll become a savant eventually.
So I'm drinking Remus Batch 1, and you know what it smells like, Trev?
Can I take
Bourbon.
a guess? That was my first guess. Yeah, I'm a psalm. I'm so good at this. What's up, shelf turds? Okay, everyone, we're going to take a little pause break, and everyone, you need to go check out Shelf Turds right now. New channel on the block, and those two are hilarious. They are putting out some good stuff. Like I rep everyone in the community, but these guys are awesome, man. Go check out Shelf Turds.
Shelf Turds.
Shelf Turds.
I'm gonna check out Shelf Turds.
They're great, man. They're great. They're good additions to the community.
Well, I just subscribed. I haven't watched them. Go. I subscribed on your recommendation because you're the wrench. So how could you be wrong?
You just do what I say, okay?
It's what you do.
Just do.
Yeah. Trev said do it. Do it. However many people are in chat right now, I can't tell because StreamYard's stupid. Go subscribe to Shelf Turds.
No, they're good people, man. That's what this community is about. Everyone's so supportive. Like, you guys have been just supporting me like no other. All the channels support each other. It's awesome. It's just a big family, man. It's a big family. We all get along.
Oh, that's absolutely right. It's totally a fan. 53 in chat. Trev Wilson, you're an animal. Dude,
it's all these people just follow, man. And I was thinking about this today. Like the amount of support that that you had before you even started a channel was like just monumental. I mean, people just saw you always on the Bourbon Junkies and stuff and was like, they demanded that you had your own thing. And then like your first video was just, it blew the charts, okay? And then you forcing me into doing this, which I appreciate you doing that, but the people who have come and followed this are just all, they're just the core members of the community, and it's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
You the heck out of everyone, man. It's awesome.
You just needed that extra push. You knew this was the right thing for you to do. You just needed the call out. You needed the extra push.
No, I've been thinking about doing this for a really long time. I did need the, hey, quit being a pansy and do it, okay?
AB Cigars, Alex said, I haven't even subscribed to Destination Bourbon yet. I need to really know someone before I subscribe.
See, look at all the, here we go. I've been on Trev's last 4 chats. Cheech, you're amazing.
Hell yeah.
You're on your way to legend status. Edward Fulmer, what's up? More people. And you know, the cool thing about you know, being like a moderator in 99% of the chats is that I constantly read everyone's chats. So I basically, like, I just know people. I know their little avatar. I know their names. And I also love seeing people's names that I have never seen before.
Yeah.
Whether you're lurkers or you're somehow new to the community, I appreciate you guys being here too. I saw a couple people earlier that I was like, I don't think I've seen you chat in anyone's chat ever.
Yeah, I saw somebody earlier too. I was looking, I'm like, man, I don't know that name. And I tend to, I'm not a moderator like you are, but I've got a blue wrench in quite a few channels, and you pull some people that I don't even know who they are. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
People come for the sexiness. That's why.
Oh, shut up, dude. Okay, I got a couple good ones here. Trevor, are you going to get other channels that you mod for join your pregame show? They owe you. Okay. For one, they don't owe me. No one owes me anything. For one, I do this just because you guys are all my friends, and I consider you genuinely my friend more than you're just a guy on the other side of the computer screen. So I just love helping out. 2, yes, that would be awesome.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just get that out of the way. No one owes me anything, but yeah, they need to come be on my live. And then second, so since my buddy's in here and he's learning, I've had the Old Forester 100 proof, the Knob Creek 100 proof, and now the Evan Williams White Label. Need my next value 100 proof. What does everyone recommend?
That's easy.
Yeah, what is it?
Early Times Bottle and Bond.
Here's the problem. He will only be able to get that bottle from me. We don't get it here, man. We don't get it here.
Oh,
But that would be one. Like if I could, I might just give him mine just so he can have it. But it's really good. So
that is a really great bottle. So he's had the Old Forester, he's had the Knob, he's had Evan Williams.
He's had like Wild Turkey 101 too. He's familiar with that one.
Okay.
Which
that
I just
be my next suggestion.
So he likes to put his on ice. He gets like a big cube and he puts it on there. So I try and keep him around the 100 proof. The ones like at 90 proof I give him, he puts on ice. It's too low proof.
You don't get any Colonel Taylor small batch or anything like that down by you, or?
We do. I would have to. That's something he would not be able just to go to the store and get. I would have to go and kind of look around and maybe get it. I've gotten some here before, but again, if I did have it regularly, I would be like, yes, go get this one.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you can get Early Times for $23 a liter, or Colonel Taylor small batch for $40. I mean, those are two great 100 proof bourbons that are just fantastic.
I think he needs to try also maybe like a Four Roses single barrel, just to kind of explore all the different distilleries.
Yeah, it gives you a good idea to try all of those. I personally, I'm not a Four Roses guy. So
that's the thing I like telling people, though, is kind of like, at least like try a little something from each place, just so you know, like, this is what they're about. Like Buffalo Trace, I feel like their profile is pretty, you can usually tell, like, maybe you can't tell exactly which one, but you'll be able to tell this is a Buffalo Trace product.
Yeah.
Or Jim Beam, the nuttiness, it's just a dead giveaway.
Yep.
What's up, boys? What have I missed?
Everything.
Nothing. Get something in your glass. I need something else. And speaking of early time, you got me thinking. I'm doing it.
That's coming next.
That's next. All of my early time bottled and bond I've gotten from Donnie. Donnie the Linux cat has gotten me. He's my early times hookup, man.
Well, I know some other people that can get you early times too. So,
well, I think I still got one or two in reserve, but I'll definitely be needing it.
All right, let me know.
I think maybe I'll give him one and just kind of let him explore the wonders that is. I just hope that he doesn't love it and need more of it.
Right?
Wow, this is the one, man. This is all I need.
Huh. You got a couple guys saying buffering. I'm not seeing that. Maybe
on my YouTube I kind of was, but on me and you, I'm good.
See, so the other night when I was streaming, people said that there was a problem too, and tell everybody to refresh, because I never lost signal.
I refreshed mine and it seemed to kind of tame it out a little bit. Here we go. There's one you don't hear much about.
That's a good product.
Belle Meade products are pretty good, man.
One of my favorite whiskeys, that the Reserve, the cast strength.
That's the next one I think I'm gonna go pick up, especially since they're changing it, which I don't know how different it's going to be, honestly.
Yeah, they've already changed the label, but I don't know that they changed the whiskey. But that's a special bottle. That's really good stuff.
People still saying I'm buffering. Refresh. I refreshed mine, and on my version, I have the stream up on YouTube. Well, I say that and I start buffering. I started buffering as soon as I said it.
Yeah, that's crazy, because we haven't shown any lag on StreamYard.
No. Let me kind of close out some of my other. There's one you don't hear much about.
So Austin says it's only buffering on his cell phone, not on his TV. So I wonder if maybe it's through the mobile app.
Dude, the mobile app is the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah.
It's been acting a fool. Just before, it was like I couldn't even watch it. It would buffer forever. And you'd have to close out of the whole thing, the whole app, pull it back up. It would work for 2 seconds and it would buffer again. Just not, I don't know. But I have my mod station. I have it pulled up here. I got the dual monitors, keeping track of all the chats and all that mess. So
Alex says that the Reserve from Belle Meade is about to become allocated. I had heard that as well. So.
Which one? So like the
cast strength Reserve.
Okay,
yeah.
The cask strength. Okay. Man, I hope not. I haven't even gotten my bottle yet. Don't make it harder for me to get.
It's absolutely stupid. Every time something good comes out, it's like, oh, okay, well, let's make that harder to get.
But then again, so like he said, it's not going to be cask strength anymore. It's getting proof down to 108. But like, shouldn't that just mean that, I don't know. I would feel like it shouldn't be hard for them to make that, to become allocated.
It all has to do with the money. I mean, every proof point is lots of money, lots of extra bottles of bourbon. So that's crazy. And I get it. It's business, but I don't like it.
But I love Belle Meade. I went to their distillery when I was in Nashville, and I showed up at like 11 in the morning. I was the only dude on the tour, and my tour guide. So like the tour in front of me, they had like 50 people, and then my tour was just me. And the guy started, he asks the typical questions like, "Do you know what makes bourbon a bourbon?"
Right.
And I'm like, "Yeah." And I just he kind of picked up really quickly that I know I'm not just like a random passerby into this distillery. And he's like, "All right, let's just go through the tour real quick, and I'll just take you to the bar and I'll let you try everything we got."
That's great. You should have just told him, I'm Trev Wilson.
You might know me.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Just bring me to the whiskey. No, we just kind of after that point, he was like, "Look, you can just kind of, if you have any questions, just ask me, or I'll just walk you through everything, but then we'll get to the bar." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good." Me and him just walked around the place. This the two of us.
So Donnie said that, yeah, they've changed it. It's now just reserve, not cast strength reserve. It's now 108.2. That's a shame. I had to look at something.
That would be interesting to take the two and compare them and see how different they are. Have you ever mixed Old Grandad with Weller Special Reserve to make Poor Man's 4 grade? Nope. But I should try that. I don't have Weller Special Reserve right now, so I can't, or else I would do that right now. I have Weller 107. Can you mix that? Are those the two?
My Belle Meades are 113.6, 110.4, and 119.2. And they're all cast strength.
What's up, Amy? More and more people coming in. All right.
They're not really lowering it that much.
I want everyone who's lurking in the background to check in. Say, hey, all the lurkers. You can stop lurking for a second. Just say hello. No, I want to take the Belle Meade. I want to compare to see if it's different. Like, because everyone, it's pretty well renowned. Like, it's pretty good stuff. The current one out. So it would be a shame if they change it, and then also the quality or just the flavor goes down.
I'm gonna head over to Cork and Ale tomorrow, because last time I was in there, he still had 8 or 10 cast drinks on the shelf. So I'm gonna grab a handful of them.
I think I've only seen. There's only like one store I can think of that might carry that Belle Meade. I'll have to go swing in there and see. Our selection is pretty limited. We do get, so I have the new Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. We got that as soon as it comes out. But
so you got the 920 already, and we're still on the what is it, 519?
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is, as soon as it comes out, we get it. My store, the whole shelf will just have it, and it will stay there for a couple months. Now, once it's gone, like once the cases they get are kind of gone, you won't see them until the next batch comes out. But I mean, they last long enough for me to always get a bottle.
Yeah, we did get the A120s. I guess I told a fib, but I don't know that we'll get the. I haven't seen the. So you got the 920?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the 520. I saw we got the A120, but not the 520.
And I cracked into this, and the other night, and it's so good. That's why I pulled it out. I'm getting back into it tonight after this. I feel like the C batches of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof are just always my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, they tend to be the hitters.
Matt Burnell just did a Russo pour. Well, you are in for a wild night, my friend.
Yes, you are. What did you do a Russo pour of?
Yes, that will tell you how quickly your wild night will be.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Evans, Larceny C920 hit here today. So that's weird because we get Elijah Craig Barrel Proof instantly. I still haven't seen the B batch of Larceny Barrel Proof. So it's weird that we would get one, but then not the other.
Austin Phelps wants to know what Belle Meade cost. The reserve is $70 here.
70. I feel like that's what I feel like I've seen it on the shelf here before, and that sounds about right.
$69.99.
See? Phone Doctor, you're a lurker. I know it. I know you are, because I don't recognize you. And if you do, you might make one comment a show. You're a lurker, but I appreciate you being here. And he knows both of us.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know the Phone Doctor 123. Phone Doctor 123. See, all these lurkers could really be Barndorf. Oh, we know.
Brian Toner lurking with Rare Breed. Ezra Brooks Distillers Barrel Pick 4 single barrel. Look at him. He has a whole lineup just lurking with it. He's lurking through his whole shelf. Hey, I don't care. As long as you check in, man. Donnie,
yeah, as long as you're here.
I'll get you, Donnie.
You can lurk all you want.
As long as you're here. No, dude, I'm so mad that have we seen any kind of fallout from this early times being bought up by Sazerac? Have we seen any effects yet?
Not yet. So talking to local store owners around here, they still get it, no problem. Like it. Sean can get cases of it. So
do you think maybe that's like reserve? Like I don't know if reserve is the correct word, but just that's the current stock, and they're gonna put it out, and then afterwards. Or do you think?
So here's my fear.
What you're doing? We just
the rumor was that Brown Forman was still going to be producing it or something of that nature, or distilling. I don't know. There was some rumor about that. My fear is that it's going to go from $23 a liter to $39 for 750 milliliters.
Yeah. I feel like that would be what happens over anything. Yeah, like that's probably the most likely thing to happen. But I'm hoping maybe Sazerac's just saying, "Hey, keep putting it out, but the profit margin's coming to us."
Yep,
and
I hope that's the case.
You're doing, but they probably won't do that.
It's just, I mean, it's a fantastic value bourbon. If it starts to become a $40 bourbon, it's not a fantastic value bourbon anymore. No, it's still
that's the whole point of value. It's good, and it's nothing that what blows my mind is what my tongue gets for how little my wallet had to suffer is good.
Yep.
So there we go.
Yep.
I'll review their financial statements. He works in the finances. I'll send them your way. Get into their system. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, that's what ends up happening is when you get these good bourbons that go away. I mean, you say Henry McKenna, for example.
Yeah,
that was a great bourbon for $40. It was a single barrel product. I enjoyed it. It was actually really good bourbon. Now that it's $70 and you can't find it.
Well, you're gonna have to backtrack your statement. you said a good bourbon for 40
or
30
30.
is what it's on my shelf now for.
Yeah, $30, whatever it was. It's like $70 everywhere now. It's they've gone up, and
So my bottle of Henry McKenna, I've only owned one bottle, and I paid $24 for it.
yeah, it's cheaper there than it was here. It was $29.99 here.
Yeah, it was. I think on the shelf it was like $28, but then they had some little sale going on, and it was 24. Now it's like they rarely get. I mean, they'll get one case of it every couple months, and it will sell out instantly. But when they put it out, it's like $44.
Yeah. So I
Which
think
I'm kind of like, I kind of don't even want to buy it for that, man.
I think it went up to $49. It went from $29.99 to $49.99 here, and it just when you see it somewhere, I'm like, I don't know. To me, it's not a $50 bourbon. It's just I'm not paying it.
It's really good, but Donnie, I see you, man. I'm really on the StreamYard chat. I haven't really been looking at my YouTube chat because I'm trying to look at Cline's beautiful face at the same time as reading the chat. Okay, but I see you, Donnie.
Cline's pumpkin pie head trying to get out of the screen.
Paid $50, $49, $50 for McKenna.
Yep. Oh, Richie Z wants to know if Baby Saz is a buy at $31.
I've had, I don't know, 31. Here's the thing. I will say this every time. 31 to me, you can get a bottle of that for $31 and hate it and then not like regret life. So if you've never had it and that's the only way you can get it, like just do it and find out for yourself. Maybe you really like it.
And so personally, I don't like it, but what I can tell you is that it is a good mixer.
Yeah. But so I know a lot of, well, I don't know if I'm speaking for a lot of people around my parts, you can't really go places and try bourbons. Like if you go to a restaurant or a bar, you're looking at just the standard stuff, just regular makers, whatever. And if they do have a wine selection, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Like just a standard pour of something that is like $7 that I could get in Kentucky. They want like $20, $25 here. It's ridiculous. Wow. So trying it before I buy it's really not. I would much rather just go spend money for an entire bottle and then just not like it. Because I'd be getting a whole lot more whiskey. If I drink enough of it, I'll end up liking it in one sitting.
Well, there's the key. If you don't like the Baby Saz, then just make it your third or fourth pour of the night. All of a sudden, it'll be much better.
Yeah, you'll probably really like it at that point. Like there's never been a bottle that I've bought that I'm just like, I hate this. And even the ones that I don't really care for, yeah, they sit there for longer. But I mean, I'll usually save them until I'm pretty hammered. And if I'm like, man, I don't want to be drinking my good stuff right now, I'll just go take a pour out of that. It's whatever. But hey,
I've had some Dickel that I said I hate. Like, I hate that.
Dickel. I tried the infamous Dickel Flintstone bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate it, but after trying it, nor did I want to go buy it. So,
yeah, and if you had bought it, you probably still wouldn't be going to it. It would just be sitting there and sitting there and sitting there
forever and ever.
Somebody asked a question. What does everyone think of Pinhook? Pinhook is Dickie Dad. Pinhook's a wild ride, dude. They do some crazy stuff with their whiskey. So whatever the description is prepared for that to be amped up a lot more than what it actually is. It's crazy, wild stuff.
You were so close, Ed. Friends with the truck driver who delivered the goods.
Completely shut me down. That's BS.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. I feel like really depends on the store, man. Like I walked in a store once and I saw a guy at the counter checking out with like a RIP 10 as I was walking by. And the dude bought it and he left. Well, the guy was still standing there and I'm like, hey, what did that guy have to do to buy that bottle? And he's like, oh yeah, we just saved those for our most loyal fans. He spent about $3,000 here this month, so we give it to him first. And I'm like, there's no chance that I will ever get that then, because there's no way that I can afford spending that much just to earn your loyalty or whatever, or show my loyalty.
Yeah, that's I understand that from a store's perspective, but I don't know.
I do understand it, but then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna take my loyalty elsewhere and try and earn it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's how that statement makes you feel, isn't it? It's like, well, okay, then I don't need to be loyal to your store.
No. Which, I mean, he told me how much the guy paid in the store. And I'm like, yeah. And he's probably not the only one spending that much either.
Yep. I saw somebody else ask another question about Old Forester up there too that we missed. Old Forester barrel proof.
Uh-oh, I have no. Is it this one?
Yeah.
See, I have zero input on it because I have not tried it, but
I can't tell you what a bourbon's worth. This is the struggle when somebody asks a question is, would you pay or would you not pay? I don't know what your finances are. I don't know what $120 means to you. If $120 is not super expensive, then yeah. I mean, the Old Forester barrel proof that I have is a Masano's pick, and it's off the charts amazing. It's fantastic. So,
which, you know, I don't like answering those really when they say, well, he didn't ask, is that worth it? But when people do say, like, would you pay this for that? And I'm like, my financial being and yours could be completely different. And to me, no, I would never pay for any bottle that I know the retail price of. And it's, you know, $40, $50, $60 more than that. Because I know I'm not going to like it $40 more than what it's worth. It's not going to taste that much better to me.
Right.
Like there's not a whole lot of bottles I have that I'm like, wow, I would have paid 3 times the price for this bottle. Like, no, I paid $30. I'm glad I will pay $30 again.
I feel this way about the Old Forester barrel proof. Think back to before they came out with barrel proof. Every store you went in had Old Forester store picks. They were everywhere. Mm-hmm. They're sitting everywhere for 90 proof. They were always generally pretty good, and they sat around. Everybody's hyped up because they switched their barrel picks to barrel proof, which is awesome, and I'm glad they did it. Let it cool off a little bit, and you'll be able to walk in again and see those stores because Old Forester hasn't changed their barrel pick program.
No,
they're still out there.
I agree. It's just kind of the new thing. It's like Old Forester barrel proof. We've never had. What is this? So a lot of people who aren't normally buying it are going to buy it.
Yeah. I think I got mine for $90, and I think it was worth $90. So.
Joseph
Brazers.
Everyone go check out Joseph's channel on Brazzers.
Carrie checked it out the other night.
He's releasing some good content over there. Dang it, I saw something else. everyone is just blowing up the chat, and I love it. But also, it's making me lose comments I wanted to put on there. While I'm at it, while I'm looking for the comment I wanted to highlight, if you haven't liked the video, it's time to plug all that. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. Bell notification is the most important thing because I go live randomly all the time.
Yeah, you absolutely have to hit that all notification because you never know when this sexy sumbitch is going to go live.
That's a good point too. You have to hit the bell, and then you have to hit all.
Yep.
Your notifications will not be blown up by me because I don't release videos yet, but you will be notified that I'm going live, so you won't miss it, and you won't have that regret. I've lost the comment. I've given up.
Well, Mark Bond is talking to Mike Meyer about old Ezra 7, and he said he couldn't pay $70 for it, and I can tell you I would not pay $70 for old Ezra 7 either.
It's $40 here on the shelf.
Yep. It's a $25 whiskey that's $40, so I would not pay that for it.
I like it just because it's barrel proof, and it's like most barrel proofs. I feel like the starting price is $60. Mm-hmm. So under 40, like, yes, if I just want a cheap, don't think about it, barrel proof, there you go. It's $40 for me for $40. You don't have to sit there and really get into it other than just, I drink that to drink.
Yep. And I'll give you that. The problem that I have with it is I see it allocated at a lot of places.
It's
like that should not be allocated.
There's a store by me, and granted, I love them because the only way you can get their allocated bottles, they do raffles, and they save all their special all the special ones until December, and then every Saturday for the month of December they have a raffle, and you just get a card, you draw the little card, and if they call your number you get to go pick one, and they'll call every name in the bucket until everyone's been called. And so I like them for that, and they put Booker's 30th in all the Pappies, and they don't give the whole loyalty program. They at least give everyone a chance. But on the other hand, they put old Ezra 7 in their raffle too. So it's kind of like, really? No.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype around it probably about a year ago, and I'm like, I can't for the life of me understand why the hype is around this. Keith Schmidt, did you crack open the old Carter that you recently picked up? Keith Schmidt, did you not watch my live? Oh, Keith, my heart.
Keith.
Is it hurting? Right. Is it hurting?
I'm going to save you. All you have to do to make amends is take a drink right now. And we will forgive you.
Yes, I absolutely forgive you, my brother. So, yes, I actually, for my last live stream, my celebration pour for monetization was that old Carter, and it is fantastic. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, I have to make a comment. Have you guys ever, I don't even know how to explain this, but I just swallowed my whiskey before I was ready to. And it burned as if I've never drank whiskey in my life. Like, have you ever had this feeling? It's like, I guess it started going down my windpipe or something. Like, if you do that with water and then you start coughing, well, it was like that, but it's burning. I felt like a 17-year-old kid who just snuck into the liquor cabinet and took a huge swig, and I'm on fire. My eyes are watering right now.
That I imagine that's how Dan felt when he poured that Elijah Craig 18 in his eyes.
I feel like an amateur, man. Like that hurt. That hurt bad.
So what I can tell you, I've never done that exact thing, but I have laughed because I almost just did it. I have laughed as I started drinking, and it lights you up right here on both sides. Like,
I think that's what just happened. I didn't laugh, but I think maybe I like breathed or did something, and I'm talking, it's like burning.
Oh yeah.
I think a little bit gets down into your like windpipe, and your body is so fast at saying you're not about to die, but just enough has touched it to where it lights you up.
Well, and then our esophagus is like looking at the windpipe going, "You pussy.
What are you doing, man? It's
You
fine.
should see the shit he pours down here.
It's good. Just take it."
Ooh, Nick Foles bought a 2018 Shanks for $39.99. Oh, hell yeah.
Shanks is another bottle that I only see in that raffle.
You know, Shanks and Bombergers are Michters. You know that, right?
I've nothing. No.
So
I have no idea because I only see it in raffles, so I don't know much about it.
Yeah, Shanks and Bombergers are Michters. Like that's a private release or something, but they are delicious, absolutely delicious.
So luckily, I'm not the only one who's experienced this.
I like how not Fred Barn Door. Wait
a minute.
That's Barn Door.
I thought his avatar was just him this whole time. It's just not Fred. Oh my gosh. What an amateur. Oh gosh. I love the regulars in our chat. The people you see just every single time. I don't know. That's why I love doing this so much. Is just I see so many. I mean, so many people are in every single chat too. So
it's like I know you can.
Every day of the week.
I know you can appreciate this because I know you feel the exact same way. There's some times that I'm like, it could be just a random day, like Thursday or a Saturday or something, and I'm just like, man, I've had a shitty day. I did this. You know what? I really think I'm gonna live stream.
Yeah,
I just want to be with my community. I just want to be with my people. Like,
dude, that's so. Today, I love going Fridays because I'm like, Fridays are usually just like, so how my work schedule works is like, we have different surgeons on different days. And sometimes, like, we'll usually have a surgeon in the morning, in the afternoon, or whatever. But on Fridays, we only have one in the afternoon. So it's like one last kick in the nuts before I get off for the weekend. And that clinic always goes, it never goes right. So I'm just driving home mad. I'm just so angry about man, nothing went right. I'm ready to go live.
Yeah.
So today I was ready. I was so ready. You know, you've been messaging me all week, and I'm like, I'm ready, but
you come here and it's like you're home.
Yeah, you forget all about it. And that's how I was Monday. Like when I went live for you this Monday, Mondays suck. It could be the best day ever, but the fact that it's Monday, I hate it. So I enjoy going live on Mondays too. So, and you just you show up with everyone, you get to hang out with your friends, and you forget about it. You know what, Roger D? I'm going to keep it up.
You better keep it up.
I'm hoping I hope you enjoy it. Uh-oh. Have a choice for your personal whiskey of the year yet? It's almost October. You know, honestly, and you know, you can never say. I don't know. But what I can say is I feel like I've enjoyed this guy for literally just a neck pour and then a couple pours more. It might be up there. So
I struggle personally with a whiskey of the year because I can't even tell you, like, if you said, what's your favorite whiskey? I can't even tell you that because it depends on how I feel that day. But the 2020 Old Forester birthday bourbon is one of my favorites that I've had of any whiskey in a very long time.
Wait, say that again. What's your favorite?
I said I struggle with saying a favorite because I can't even tell you like what my favorite is today.
Oh, yeah, I got all that. The one thing my brain did not hear was just what it was.
What it was. So far, the Old Forester birthday bourbon for this year, the 2020, is off the chain. It's freaking delicious. And I'll tell you, I would almost guarantee you if I can find one, which I doubt I can, but if I could find one, I would guarantee you that 150th is probably going to be would be my whiskey of the year.
Yeah, I just, and I know I'll never get a bottle of them, so I'll just have to wait and try one at like a bar in Kentucky or something.
I promise you, my friend, if I can get my hands on one, you'll try it.
I will fly to Michigan.
You keep saying that.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, you already said I can come. I'm coming.
I have a guest room. I can put a nameplate, Trev Wilson, right? I just put the wrench right on it in a nameplate. That's your room.
I told you. Look, I was in the Army. All you need to do is just give me a blanket.
Oh no, it's
even Army guys need blankies.
It's got a Tempur-Pedic queen size bed in it. It's ready for you.
Dude, I'll be there just mainly because I just want to get drunk and play all those games you got next to you.
I'm going to play some Mortal Kombat while you talk.
Hey, I would be okay with it.
Fight.
Kevin wants to know what kind of work you do. I cannot tell you. I would have to kill you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm an X-ray tech. I work in an orthopedic clinic. People who want surgery or need surgery, or the ER says maybe you need surgery, they come to us. I X-ray them. Surgeon comes and talks to them. End of the day. Honestly, it's pretty easy because I kind of just have my set, like each day a different surgeon's there. So like a hand surgeon shows up, I X-ray hands all day. It's not a whole lot of thinking, but it's just the sheer number of people who show up is what gets it crazy. Especially after COVID. I mean, we limited surgeries and all that stuff. As soon as that opened back up, everyone just all of a sudden wants surgery. So I think they're kind of scared of another shutdown.
Nick Foles, I have not. I thought I was going to get one today, but it didn't work. I have the 19, and it's one of my favorites. I would be so excited to get my hands on a 20. I just haven't seen it. We never get it up here, so with me not traveling, it's a lot harder to get my hands on it. Trev is an OBGYN.
How'd you know?
Brazier says his whiskey of the year is always ECB, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. There's
honestly, like
probably nothing wrong with that. I will tell you so this is even funnier. I am not a Heaven Hill fan generally at all, but that barrel proof product is fantastic. And honestly, Braziers, if they would release the grenades to the public, that would probably be my all-time favorite Elijah Craig product ever. Those grenades are fantastic.
Really? I have a grenade. I might try a grenade up against this.
Have you never tried it?
No, I have. It's so small, and I just kind of I don't drink out of it often.
That for some reason, that 125 proof.
I need reasons like this to drink it.
That 125 proof is like a freaking sweet spot for Elijah Craig. It's just money. It's
I
absolute
love
money.
to drink.
If you could do your own pick, where would it be? What do you mean, Tim? Like, where would it be? Like, what distillery would it be?
I've had
Yeah,
this
there you go,
bottle
buddy.
here, man. And look how much is still in it.
Oh yeah.
So I barely drink out of this little dude.
Oh, those things are freaking phenomenal, man. I
Sorry to
absolutely love
interrupt.
them.
I barely drink out of this thing. So
Yeah. So Tim Evans asked me if I could do my own pick, where would it be? I'm assuming he's asking what distillery it would be at.
ooh.
So if I had my choice of any distillery or any pick at all, I mean, let's be realistic. If I could do a pick that's real, like a real pick, if I could do any pick, I'd probably do like an Elmer T. Lee or something funky like that, Elijah or E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
Something you can't really get.
Right. But if you're talking something that I can actually get, I really, really enjoyed doing the pick with the Bourbon Junkies for their Redwood. Those Redwoods are amazing, and we got to taste those. I would actually like to go out to Redwood in California and do a pick out there. I think that would be an experience.
Donnie wants to know where my co-host is. Big in the cat. He's at my feet.
You kicked him out of his chair.
No. This is weird. He loves feet. He wants to be pet with your foot and not your hand. So he comes and he puts his head on my foot, and I just kind of wiggle my toes, and he's just in heaven over there,
just loving it, eating your toe jam.
Which is perfect because I can do everything I want with my hands, and I'm still loving on my cat. So it works out good.
Richie Z wants to know if anyone else thinks that Trev and Cline Live should be a weekly thing. I mean, maybe.
Hey, we have a good time.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for the Destination Bourbon Live with Trev Wilson live at my house.
Because it's gonna happen.
Sitting right here, right next to me, the wrench himself. That's what I'm excited for.
We gotta make it happen. I keep saying we gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen. But guess what? It's gonna happen. For one, I have too many vacation days at work. My boss has already told me you need to take days off. So I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, William Davilar, I can't wait for that Redwood pick either, man.
With me, I couldn't really pick one place that I would want to do a pick. If I had to pick, I would do Wild Turkey. And since we're doing hypotheticals, I would have like Eddie and Jimmy thieving the whiskey into my glass for me just for that experience alone. So
yeah,
both of them pouring into my glass, because to me, I've never been on a pick, so I want the experience of just having someone thieve it out of a barrel into my glass and just like a true, I just took this from the barrel, drink it.
Right.
That to me alone would be worth the whole thing. So if I had to pick one, it would be someone with like two icons of mine being there with me, So
Tim Evans says, Destinated Bourbon, we can all spam Buffalo Trace, let you pick an Elmer. So let me explain that a little bit. I'm not the Elmer slappy that Dan is. I don't think it's the greatest whiskey in the entire world. And I'll backtrack by telling you that Elmer T. Lee used to be my golf bag whiskey. So it was $27 you could buy Elmer T. Lee for, and I would buy it and I would just throw it in my golf bag. I'd always have Elmer T. Lee in my golf bag. And people were like, oh, Cline always has the best golf bag whiskey. Well, as it started to evolve and become harder and harder to get, I switched to Eagle Rare, and people still like the Eagle Rare, but it's not quite the same. Eagle Rare has that almost like a grape, like a Fanta grape finish sometimes, and Elmer T. Lee is just super consistent. It's a really, really great whiskey for the price that it should be. If you're paying $200 for a bottle of Elmer T. Lee, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
I do. So I have a bottle of Elmer, and I won it in a raffle, and I paid $39.99.
Perfect.
In the raffle. I still have some of it just because it's special. I thoroughly enjoy it, and there's something different about it than the other bottles in the line.
I agree.
It's almost, to me, there's like I call it like a buttery note, and I don't know if that's just the way that it kind of coats my mouth that I enjoy. I call it buttery.
I actually like that. I've never heard anyone say that before. I call it oily, and you might actually be more right than what I've been saying, because it's a really rich, oily coating that you get in your mouth. And I think what separates some really good Elmers is that mouthfeel, the oiliness, the butteriness, and the richness of a lower proof bourbon.
Kira wants to know what I was sipping on. I'm trying to finish this Maker's 46 because I want to compare. Cline said the Elijah Craig Grenade is his favorite, and I want to compare it to the new Elijah Craig C920. Let's see how they stack up against each other.
So let me explain that a little further. The Elijah Craig Grenade, I said, would be the greatest Elijah Craig product ever made because it's consistent. If you took that product at 125 proof and drank that every single day, you'd be like, fuck yeah, that is the whiskey that I always want to drink. Now, there are some barrel proofs that out hit that 125, but there's also some that 125 shits all over. So it's, from a consistency standpoint, if they put that product out, that would be the bottle that I would buy and drink 90% of the time.
So I put the Grenade in the Heaven Hill glass, fitting. And then this one will go in here, just to see.
So I'm on Remus batch 3. So one was good. 2 was on par with 1. 3 so far is kicking its ass, so I can't wait to try 4. And it could be the fact that I'm just, on my 4th drink too, so that's hard to tell. But
dude, another thing that I love about just when I moderate, like, I don't really watch you guys. I literally just kind of sit here with my whiskey and just kind of stare at the chat, make sure no one's being dumb,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I love reading what people have to say. People say some good stuff.
Oh, there's sometimes when the junkies are on and the chat's going so fast that I will actually text Dan and say, you have to go back to this fucking chat. Like, there's some things that people say that are so funny and they miss it. And I'm like, man, the people in chat are, it's what you just said. It is the best part of what we do, to be able to interact and watch and listen and the funny shit that people say.
And I can't, and that's kind of why I love live streaming, is because there's so many times when I'm in the chat that I want to reply to people, but I can't just sit there and tag them and type and tag. I mean, because I'm usually having to do other stuff too.
Yep.
I'm usually keeping track of super chats or whatever, so I can't reply to everyone, but I do read all of your chats, and they bring me so much joy. But that's kind of why I love live streaming. I can actually reply, and that's why I even started this. Is just I love talking to you guys, so it's kind of I get to kind of click people and respond to even more than I do.
Well, and you can understand this now more than ever, right? Like, one of the hardest things to do when you're sitting behind this camera is to chat with the people in chat. Like you don't want to just read chat. You want to do something. You want to provide a service, a show, but you also want to chat and interact with the people, interact with each other. It takes a while. And Trev, I gotta tell you, man, you started nailing it right out of the gate. You were so comfortable behind the camera, and that's, kudos to you. It takes a while to figure this shit out.
Well, see, I still haven't nailed it down because, I do want to provide, at least like at least something like a blind flight or whatever. But, the thing is, I only have so many blind, like I only have one more to go. So after that, I'm going to have to just kind of pull some bottles and have like, this is the theme for the night, just to provide you I wouldn't say provide you content, but like provide you like a theme to the night. But my problem that I've noticed is like, especially on the blind flights, I'm chatting so much that I'm like the last 10 minutes, I'm having to like, okay, I need to just wrap this up real quick.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm struggling with, because I love chatting so much that I'm like, okay, I need to get into this. But, that's why I kind of, tonight with you, I was like, look, there's no theme. It's just me, it's you, and it's the chat. And we're just, whatever we're drinking, and we talk about whatever.
And I couldn't have been happier when you said that, because it was like, there's times like me as your moderator that I'm like, hey, Trev, you got fucking 10 minutes, dude. Speed it up.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It's awesome, and it sucks at the same time. It's awesome that you're so into it and you want to do it, and it sucks that you have to speed up because you are pre-gaming. Yeah. You set yourself up to pre-game. So
and then I can't go over because we're pre-gaming for this. So I have to wrap it up in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck. Like on my channel, I can just be like, oh, fuck it, I can go as long as I want. Yeah. As long as somebody's in here telling me to drink, I can do it.
I feel like if I did a chat like that, which I might need to do one, but I feel like we'd be going for 4 hours, and I would be like, okay, guys, I got to go to bed. But
so the question that I have is, does the pregame want to come on the game? Do you want to be my guest on my show?
Yeah, I sure do.
All right, then we got to make that happen, because that will be fun.
What are we gonna do? Because if we do one of those competitions, I need to saddle up, because I'm gonna get blown out of the water.
Well, so this is what we'll do, and I know you're gonna be like, I don't know, but just hear me out. There's very few people in here that understand how I operate as well as Daniel Carter. So, Mr. DC, this is what I'm going to ask of you, my friend, because I love you and I know you'll provide it and I know you'll take care of us. You need to think of a game, and I'm going to challenge you with this. You need to think of a game that will make it fair for Trev and I. And we will do that on our channel. You just have to think of what's going to be fair. And we'll knock it out. Him and I.
And guess what? I say yes.
You're in.
There is no I don't know. Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm in. Period. Yep. Done. I don't care how dumb I look. That's what's going to happen.
And it's not. So, again, shit, Trev, I called fucking Desert Jewel vodka, right? How much stupider can you get? Desert Jewel is one of my favorite fucking drinks, and I said it had no flavor. Depending on any given Sunday, right? Even the Jets win a few games.
Look, man, I'm in. Because you know what? The more I do this, the more I realize that, like, it doesn't matter how dumb you look, that the people are going to like it regardless. Maybe they want me to look dumb. Maybe you want to see me fail, and I'm all in.
I got to tell you that I've never in my life felt as miserable as I did when I had no taste buds for that stream that I did with DC. I was trying to figure shit out. I had no taste, but I mean, it was just fucking bad. And so I lived through that, man. People laughed and made jokes and made fun of me. And I'm like, you know what? You guys are all my people. So I love it. You know, I gave people cannon fodder and they used it and they loved it. So let's roll.
So before I start getting into what I'm smelling right now, I win.
The question of the answer to that question is where?
You can grow more and where?
Yeah, because I can grow a lot more hair in areas you may not want to see. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Check us on our other account. Look, Roger D is one of my biggest fans. He's on my side, period. Roger, whatever I say, just agree with it.
Absolutely.
I will beat Cline.
See, Barndoor said that was his favorite stream of mine. So people like to see us get our asses kicked, you know? I did. I owned it. And you know what? I promptly signed the fuck off. I'm like, see you guys later.
Uh-oh. Cheech. I'm letting my wife pick and pour tonight. 5 heavy pours. Dude, that's what I love. If you ever just tell especially if you hand them a Glencairn and you just say, hey, fill this up for me, they have no idea where you're supposed to pour. And it's usually above the bulb.
You're right.
When someone who doesn't know, it's up to here.
Yeah, they want to give you what they think is a decent pour, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
If Donnie the Linux cat is still in the chat, he came to Little Rock, and me and him went to Rocktown together. And I ordered a pour. I forgot what I ordered, but the girl who took my order I think it was her first day on the job. She had no idea what was going on. And she went to pour, took a Glencairn, and I ordered 1 ounce. So that's like what, down here? She filled me up above the bulb and was like, here you go, here's your pour.
That's like 4 ounces.
And I'm like,
hold 6 ounces up to the top.
I was like, look, maybe I should only order from that girl from now on.
Brazers, Carrie shaves Cline's back. I don't have any back hair. That's a problem.
Well, yeah, because she shaves it.
Well, I mean, she would, but I don't have any. So somebody, so what do we got? DC says you boys like scotch, and Tim Evans says, is it a bourbon or not challenge?
Dude, okay. I will stop you right there. If you start sending scotch and stuff, I will probably say, man, this has got to be scotch, but that's as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes. I've had maybe 5 scotches in my life.
I don't like scotch. No skitch.
I mean, I'll try it, and if you send it, but guess what? I cannot give you anything. I have no idea.
You know what, though, to Tim Evans' point, what is the worst thing I've ever done? The worst thing I've ever done is when somebody said it could be anything, right? So when my brain knows that it's single barrels, or my brain knows that it's bourbon, I can pinpoint things. But if I don't know if it's barrel proof rum or scotch or other things, my mind runs like a fucking maniac. That may be your in, Trev. Is it scotch? Is it bourbon or not? That could be a good fight.
There we go. I feel like I could do that.
Maybe. Is this bourbon or is it not bourbon?
Maybe. Hey, I'm up for any challenge someone gives me, even if I fail it miserably. I don't care.
Yeah, that would.
I'm up for it.
I think that would be fun. I mean, so instead of getting into the shit that you're not accustomed to doing, instead of saying, okay, what is this over 100 proof or not 100 proof or any of that shit, let's just go basic. Is it bourbon or not? DC, can you make that happen, brother?
I say I'm confident, and I feel like someone's gonna send me just some delicious like Irish whiskey that I'm like, man, what is this? And then I won't be able to know what it is.
So so we'll do 5. I'll ask Daniel to send us 5. Is it bourbon or not? And then we have to have a tiebreaker. So I'll let DC figure out what that tiebreaker may or may not be, and that will be fun as hell. And it's pretty simple.
If I get them all wrong, the fact that me and you are going to be doing something together is all that I care about.
It's all that matters. It's all that matters.
I have fun hanging out and drinking. Sign me up. I'm in. I'll be there.
So I do have to tell everybody that whether you can find it or not. And I'm gonna show you what I'm up against. So this is Remus 1. This is Remus 2. So you can see the level. This is Remus 3.
Uh-oh.
And here's Remus 4. So I just went through this flight again, and I'm so disappointed in Remus 4. If you get an opportunity to get your hands on a Remus batch 3, buy all of them that you can, because it is so damn good. It is much better.
I'm calling out anyone in the chat. If you can find Remus 3, email me. I will buy it.
And you should.
Message me. I'll send you the money. No, because I've never seen a Remus, so. But
the batch recommendation,
I will only accept the 3.
The 2 is good. The 2 is really good. The 2 has like a. So do you like Dr. Pepper, Trev?
It's my favorite soda. Okay. What do you call it up there? What do you call it?
We call it pop. So
you know what we call it down here?
Soda.
It's my favorite Coke.
Yeah, everything down by you is Coke. Even Pepsi. Can I have a Pepsi Coke?
It's my favorite Coke, man.
Yeah. So my aunt lives in a little town called Sale Creek, Tennessee. So it's just north of Knoxville. And when I was a kid and I went down there, and she's like, "Would you like a Coke?" And I'm like, "Well," I said, "Sure." And she goes, "Well, what kind?" I'm like, "What do you mean, what kind?" She's like, "Well, we got Pepsi Coke, we got Mountain Dew Coke, we got Dr. Pepper Coke." I'm like,
what are you talking about?
What in the hell?
Hey, so
Trev failed. This is definitely bourbon on a previous live stream.
Okay, so one of the samples was Midwinter's Night Dram, and I was saying it was like this has to be a finished bourbon. And so yes, I was wrong in that the bourbon part, but I did say that it was finished. Cut me some slack, DMC. Come on, man.
Hey, Trev, David Fishburne said, "What's the blend on Remus 4? It's 77% 2008 bourbon, 21% rye, and 23% 2008 bourbon, 36% rye. So that versus batch 3, which is 3 blends. So it's 12% 2000 bourbon, 21% rye, 78% 2008 bourbon, 21% rye, and 10% 2008 bourbon, 36% rye. And literally batch 3 is like a cherry Dr. Pepper. It's just fucking phenomenal.
Sign me up right now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I've cut pop and soda and Cokes I've cut them out of my life. I don't drink them. I will occasionally, like, one maybe per weekend if I have one, and I only go for Dr. Pepper. So
Yep.
Sign me up. What's up, Z-Man? About time. You're late. You know what that means? You know what that means. Drink.
So we have 10 minutes left, and you all, Matt Porter is going to do another tonight. He's going to do a setup for the Bardstown. So he's still prepping. So November 14th, we all know that November 14th is the day in Bardstown that Matt is going to be doing his thing. We're going to set something up. So as a community, fuck it, I'll buy a block of rooms. We can all sleep on floors and fucking sleeping bags. I don't give a shit. I'll buy 10 rooms and we can all sleep in sleeping bags on the floor, and we're going to stand outside that fucking place and we're going to scream Porter, 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 Porter.
November 14th?
November 14th.
I've told you my boss is telling me to take time off. Count me in.
You're in. That is what is going to happen November 14th in Bardstown, Kentucky.
What day is that? Is that a Saturday?
That's a Saturday. Oh, hell yeah. It's a weekend.
I'm taking Friday off. I'm leaving Friday. I'm getting there to Bardstown. And I'll be there.
Trev, you better be there because
everyone gets what's
happening. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to figure out how many people want to be there. And like I said, we'll get the rooms. We'll figure this out. If somebody says they can't afford to be there, but they want to be there, fuck that. Come. We'll make it happen.
Look, there's plenty of ways. And this kind of leads into this question. If I find another Remus 3, how do I get a hold of you? There are ways to get a hold of all of us. For one, in the description is the email to this channel. Another way, if you're in the Bourbon Junkies Facebook group, then you can find me and Cline.
Yep.
Because we're both moderators in the Bourbon Junkies Facebook group on Facebook, so you can message me or him on Facebook. I'm pretty sure if you go to Cline's channel, Destination Bourbon, you have an email there.
Yep.
What is it? destinationbourbon@gmail.com?
It's actually so I wasn't like I didn't plan ahead for any of this. It's Mike Cline 21 at gmail.com.
Mike Cline 21 at gmail.com. That's also what, your PayPal or something?
That's my PayPal too. Yep. Mike Cline 21 at
gmail.
I
know your PayPal account off the top of my head. But yes, there's ways. So Mike Cline 21 at gmail.com. Mine is just bourbonwrench@gmail.com or Trevor Wilson on Facebook.
So Patrick Fulmer just said, I'm there and I hope we don't distract Matt. And I got to tell you, buddy, I actually said that to him. I said, hey, what is it that it's going to be bad? And he goes, dude, if you guys are there, I will step up. I will win it for you. If we have a pregame tailgate and you guys are there, honestly, that's what Matt needs. He needs us there.
We need to bring some George Foreman grills. Let's freaking tailgate at Bardstown. I'm in.
So I'm like 5.5 hours from there. So I'll bring my truck. I'll load all sorts of shit in my truck, and we'll just do it. It'll be great, man. So no hotel needed. I'll make the 45-minute. David Fishburne, fuck yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is the community. This is the people. This is why we have to be tonight in 6 minutes spamming that chat, Porter, 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 and letting him know what we're going to do. Look, it's going to be amazing.
There's two things. First, and the most important thing is we're going to support someone who's been a member. I mean, we've known Matt when he was ADHD fishing in the chat before he had a channel.
Yep.
Me and him became a mod in Bourbon Junkies channel the same night. Just me and this random dude named ADHD Fishing. So he has been in this community a long time. Just showing up for this is just supporting someone who has made the journey to where he is now. 2, you get to meet so many people, because I know there would be multiple people. At least me and you are going to be there.
Fuck yeah. And Dan and Sean will be there. No doubt.
Fishburne's going to be there. So there's at least 4 or 5 people who will be there. So
AB Cigars, Alec will be there because he just showed up and said, "I'm back, boys," and that motherfucker will be there.
He'll be there. So there's 6 people that you get to meet and hang out with.
You will be.
You get to meet the actual people behind all this. So talk about a good time.
Honestly, this is
I'll have to go to work Monday and put in for time off because
this is what this community is about. And to be able to sit back and say, we're going to support a guy like Matt. So like, I remember when, and I know we don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm going to tell a quick story, but I remember when I sent Matt like 6 bottles or 5 bottles of whiskey and some samples and some shit. And his wife's like, "Who the fuck is this guy sending you shit? Why are they doing this? What's going on?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. He might kill us. I don't know what's going on." And I told him, I'm like, "Dude, I totally 100% unequivocally believe in your channel. I believe in you and what you do, and I'm so excited. He's quirky and weird, and the shit that he does is just like so different and so fun." And I'm like, this community needs you. We need you. And all of you have recognized that, and all of you have supported that. And it is so amazing to see what's needed. So like, let's just run this shit down, right? Like, we needed Trevor, right? We needed a pregame. We needed what he does. We needed that. We needed Matt Porter and the quirky, weird shit that he does and all this fun stuff. I hope that you think you need me, the guy that travels and finds you things in different areas that you may or may not be able to find on your own. And all of this comes from the Bourbon Junkies and what they do and how they're putting together a community. And all of you, and there, I'm off my soapbox. I love you all.
You're about to make me cry.
It's fun, man. It
really is. And the community, dude, you couldn't have said it better, man. Just, I don't know. I can't say it any better than what you just said. We need to go and support him. I mean, look, all of these other events where I've met people and New Orleans Bourbon Fest was canceled. The, Bastards Ball this year was canceled. I've met all these people before. We're canceled. I need to hang out with you guys. Let's show up in the Mecca. We're going to the Mecca, people. Let's go to Bardstown. You get to see Bardstown. If anything else, just go visit all the distilleries that are around, man. But while you're there, you get to support ADH. You get to meet all of us.
You can buy a grenade.
I'm going to be pre-gaming in the freaking parking lot.
In Bardstown, you can actually go buy a grenade at the EC store. So
go buy a grenade. We'll go buy out all the grenades, and we'll just go to the parking lot, and we'll just start killing grenades, okay? Let's go. We're going to party in Bardstown's parking lot.
At Destination Bourbon, wait, where am I going? November 14th, buddy, you are going to Bardstown, Kentucky, so that we can support Porter. That's where you're going, and you will be there. Tito Dirk fucking Cline. Damn right. Tito, I love you.
Yep, David Fishburne, he will be there. All right, so we're nearing the end of this because the legend that we've just been talking about is going live. So, look, guys, thank you for being here, pre-gaming with me and the legend, the guy who's even got me to do this. I mean, you know who he is. You know who I am. I don't feel like any of you are random people. You know who we are. So, look, I appreciate y'all being here. Seriously. So, let's go to Matt and let's go spam that chat. You know what? Go ahead and say Trevin Cline sent you.
Yes.
Just so you know you were here pre-gaming, getting amped up for him. Say Trevin Cline sent me. Freaking hit that like button as soon as you get in his chat. Let's just blow up his chat, man. Let's get him.
And before you go, I want you all to just know and understand what you're a part of and how special it is to have a guy like Trevor to do this for you guys. He's the consummate professional wrench. He takes care of everybody time in and time out. And the fact that you guys take care of him is fucking amazing. So hit that subscribe, watch his videos, do all the things you need to do to get him monetized, because this guy's the man and he deserves it. So I love you, Trev, and I appreciate you having me on tonight. Now
you're about to make me cry. So this is a perfect ending. So you guys don't see a grown man bawling in his room. No, seriously, guys, I love hanging out with you guys. You'll probably see me in a couple days. I do this every couple days. So seriously, thank you for hanging out. Hit the like button as you on your way out. The link to Matt's stream is in the description. I know you already know where it is. You don't know me and not know him. That's just not a thing. So let's go over there. Let's keep the nights young. It's Friday. Let's
do it.
Let's go show it. All right. See you guys next time, whenever that may be.
Love you guys.